My role at the shelter is communications and public relations. And so for all of the shelters of Good Hope, including the shelter, I'm in charge of all the public relations, media relations, community relations, anything to do with communicating to the outside. I've been working 21 years with the homeless. I've been working in the men's shelter, the women's shelter, in supportive housing, in the soup kitchen, in the knife shot call program as well. The role of volunteer at the shelters depends on what the volunteer wants, the contact and what they want to do. It really relies on them. Any skills that you have, you might want to use those. Serve the lunch or make beds in the shelter. Short-term goals for the shelter would be to house people in supportive housing to get them out of the shelter. The long-term goal would probably be eventually close the shelter down and have people in some sort of supportive housing as opposed to being in the shelter. We offer a number of different services at the Shelters of Good Hope. We serve about 700,000 meals a year, so we have a soup kitchen and a grocery program as well. We also look after about 21,000 families that come to the Shepherds for help. We have over 300 people staying in our men and women's shelter each night, and we have about 1,700 visits for either the drop-in services, the soup kitchen, the grocery program each day at the Shepherds. Funding from the governments is probably 30%, so we have to make up almost 70% from private donations in the community. Our goal is to help those whose needs are not being met. The message that we do is that there is always hope and that we accept people non-judgmental, accept people with dignity, joy, and respect.
There is a house built out of stone, wooden floors, walls, and window sills, tables and chairs warmed by all of the dust. This is a place where I don't feel alone.
In the capital city of the state of California, a tent city has gone up for those who have run out of
American
options.
families
It's grown in size and quickly.
Out of the
Our
middle
report
class
tonight
in
from
record
NBC's
numbers.
Christian.
The combination of lost jobs and millions of foreclosures means a lot of folks are homeless.
Many of the stories here are heartbreakingly similar. Middle-class Americans living paycheck to paycheck lose their job, then their house, and have nowhere to go. Every shelter in Sacramento is filled to overflowing.
In America, like 6-month-old Mariah or 1-year-old Aaron, innocent victims caught up in their parents' problems.
1,500 people this afternoon with the help of volunteers and donations from companies. One bus company even provided service from several shelters and other locations around the valley. In addition to the food, dinner guests were offered clothes and a chance to enter rehab
in
programs.
Swindon say they've seen a 20% rise in people needing their help in the last year.
He doesn't even have a place to live. $1,500 would have gone a long ways, but this man chose a different
homeless
path.
people in and around Atlantic City. Many have life-threatening health problems, yet the daily struggle for survival often makes doctors' visits a low priority.
The roles that I've played in the homeless is that I provide health care for all of our homeless in the city. I go from shelter to shelter, caring for the homeless and getting them on medications and treating their fractures and all their psychiatric disease as well.
Come on, skinny love, just let's sing it. To pour a little salt we will never eat.
There are no shortage of individuals who are very interested in helping us as volunteers in the shelter environment. We need more, and we can always use more people who become engaged in different capacities. Oh, I would love to not have to care for homeless. I would love to have it so that if in the future was that they have the same health services as anyone else in Canada. I think what we're going to have to do is be better at supportive housing, providing health services, not just in the shelters, but as we move the homeless from shelters into a housed environment, we have to bring health care with them. And the health care, getting them more healthy, is an essential part of getting them into being much more productive members of our community.
I'm holding all the tickets, and you'll be holding all the fines. Come on, skinny love, what happened? Circled on the hope.
If we didn't have the volunteers that we have, we wouldn't be able to operate. We have about 400 volunteers that we rely on, so if we didn't have those volunteers, we'd probably have to close our doors.